Good morning, baby. Yeah, I slept pretty well. What about yourself? Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I slept very, very well. The rain, which clearly is still happening now, it's still raining now, actually made me sleep very, very well. And on top of that, I had you in my arms, so it was just heaven for me last night. Yeah. You know, while you were sleeping or trying to fall asleep last night, after the nightmare, I could kinda hear you, or rather feel you, kinda giggle at the story. And, well, you fell asleep before I could finish it. I don't know if you happen to be interested in hearing the rest of it, but if you are, I can definitely do that for you. I don't mind. I can definitely finish that story up. Yeah, for sure. Baby, you know I love spending time with you regardless. You know that's my thing. Even on our days off, I'd rather spend them with you. If it's a day off and I'm not with you, it doesn't really feel like a day off. Why am I wait? Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still very sleepy. So I'm trying not to wake myself up. But anyways, listen close, my love. There wasn't much left of the story, but I'm gonna try to give you as many details as I can, because I don't want to make the story too short either. Okay? Okay. So, pretty much, well, actually, before I even get started, where was sorry, I just needed to get comfortable. What was the last thing you remember? Do you remember anything that I had said before you, knocked out? Okay. Yeah, precisely. Okay, well that's a really good part to start off on again. Okay, so pretty much what happens is, from there he was already, like I had mentioned, we were already pre-gaming in the car, and we went in, we were already kind of intoxicated. He saw that we believed we had seen her, and she was by herself without her friend. So, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, man, just go for it, you do it. And, well, you know what, I can't really remember now the full details, it's a little bit of a blur. But either way, one of us, I'm pretty sure it was me, I encouraged him to just go anyway. But the thing is, he started drinking even more when he went to go talk to her, thinking that it was still her, right? So, he, starts talking to her about the things that they had talked about on Tinder. I believe it was Tinder. me sitting with a girl, and he asks me if I had asked her to sit with me, but again, she had no idea that we knew each other, and even less of an idea that I was his wingman, or I was supposed to be his wingman. So we, you know, like, I kind of tell him, like, nah, she kind of just came to sit here. And the thing is, I was trying to hint to him, like, hey man, it's not going the way you think it's gonna go. But then, because of how I responded, I believe the girl might have taken that as I don't know this guy, right? So she starts telling the bartender, hey, can you get security, this guy, because she was already annoyed, and I guess she felt in danger by him too. So, like, I don't know what to say, because, like, I'm trying to not get him thrown out, or, you know, like, for security to beat him up or whatever, but I also don't want to admit to knowing him, because then she's, first off, it was going to be embarrassing for her, knowing that she told me all those things, and that I was likely going to tell him, but it was going to be more embarrassing for me as well, because I'm over here, quote unquote, being a wingman and letting him drown on his own when I didn't even know it was going that bad. So, anyways, I try to, you know, come up with a solution on the spot, and it's not as easy as one might think, especially when you're already under the influence. So I kind of just tell him to, like, go away. I start kind of trying to act like she's right, like he is a stranger, and I'm like, hey dude, just back off, go away. But now my friend's like, hey yo, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this is my date, you know, it's not like it was her friend. And I'm telling him, like, just go away, and I'm trying to make eyes at him like, dude, stop, go away, I need to tell you something, you know. But again, he's too out of it to even realize what I'm doing. So now he actually starts to become not necessarily violent, but he kind of just puts his arm, like his hand on my shoulder. But by then, the security had already started looking, and they're rushing at this point, because they're thinking, okay, this guy's about to start a fight, because again, how drunk he is. He kind of grabbed my shoulder more, how do you say it? He kind of grabbed my shoulder in an aggressive way. So they're even yelling from the door, like, hey, stop, and everybody's turning at this point, and oh my god, I wanted the earth to just open and fucking swallow me. I was just done with this shit. It was so bad. And I told him, again, I don't know, I guess I see so many people's IDs, whatever, they weren't asking him, you know, like, for his name, so he couldn't come back in and whatnot. And we were all having, like, I was trying to, like, tell him, like, no, guys, like, because at this point, we were already away from the girl, right? So I was trying to explain to them, like, that's not what's happening. This is a situation. I was trying to go through the entire situation. Again, I was intoxicated, and my words were now betraying me. I couldn't put my words together, so they thought I had already had way too much to drink, but everything was just going too fast for me. So they kicked us both out, and well, we never saw that girl again, but we both end up at his car. And then, this is the kicker, right? It's pretty much, as soon as we get to the car, we start talking. We're kind of arguing. Well, he's kind of arguing because of what he thought was happening, and again, I can't even explain, but he ends up getting a phone call, and it's from the girl. So he tells the girl, yo, what the fuck, you know, why were you know, sitting with my friend, you know, and things like that. And she's just like, what are you talking about? I just wanted to tell you that I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight. I can't remember what excuse she gave him, but it was just like a BS thing. I guess she just wasn't interested at the end. that's fine. She has every right to not be interested. But then I just remember that he's like, what do you mean? We just saw you. You were just chatting with my friend. Where are you? And she's like, I'm at home. I don't know what you're talking about. And this dude actually asks her, wait, like, do you have a sister? Because I would think I was talking to her. And again, I don't know what she said, and he can't remember what she said either. But I just recall him, and this is like, I almost like passed out from laughing when I heard him saying it. He mentions like, oh, well, and I'm gonna assume that she did have a sister because of what he said, but like I remember him saying like, oh, well, do you know if your sister's down to like chat or, well, you know, whatever he was looking to do for the night. And I could still remember like that I almost heard like a yelling on the other end of the line, and he just hung up, and we started laughing hard, and we just like everything mended up immediately after that because we knew the whole thing was just a giant misunderstanding. But that's gotta be one of the craziest stories I've ever had, and I'm sorry, I had to finish that story because anytime I started, I need to finish it, and he doesn't know again of all the trash that she was saying of him. He just knows he only knows that she was sitting with me, and that's as far as he'll ever know, because I'm not gonna tell him about the other stuff. I've already told him that he is an obnoxious drunk, you know, things like that, but he doesn't need to know what she said. Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. It was crazy. And honestly, I've never gone out with him again. Like, fuck, no, it's funny and everything now. But at the moment, I thought I was gonna, like, get thrown into jail or something. I don't even know. But don't worry, we didn't actually drive that night. We actually ended up having an Uber take us back, and you get the idea. But yeah, that's it. That's the story. That's exactly what happened and how it happened. I love you so much. It's gonna be the start of a good day when you wake up with a laugh, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm down to watch Spider-Man. But right after a nap, let me just nap for like